So opposite of rapidly adapting, you have what? Slowly adapting, meaning right when there's a change in the stimulus or there's a new stimulus, it's firing like crazy, and then you can see it starts to slow down its rate of firing. Okay, so information is still going into the central nervous system about that event or what's going on in the environment, but just not as much information is going in. Okay, it just kind of gets to steady state, hey, remember, this is still going on out here. Okay, so that makes sense. Those are slowly adapting. Both of them start with huge bursts in terms of the number of action potentials per unit time, and then rapidly adapting shuts off shortly, slowly adapting continues on and on and on. All right. So we talked about things like olfactory system and vision having rapidly adapting receptors. What kind of receptors would you want to be slowly adapting? What I'm trying to get you to think about is sensory systems that have different rates of adaptation carry different kind of information to the body. Yes?
Your proprioceptors.
Yes, so proprioceptors are what I just quickly described. Those are the receptors that provide you information about where body parts are relative to other body parts and where you are in space. Okay, so why would you argue that those would be slowly adapting?
Because you need feedback of where your body position is at all times, pretty much.
There it is. Everyone hear that answer? I mean, you don't want receptor systems that you put your elbows up here and just hold them, and then they quit firing and you forget, in a sense. I know it sounds silly, but that's what a rapidly adapting system would be. Okay, I got my arms here, I notice that, and a minute later, I forget. I mean, you know, that would be a bad system. You want to know where your body parts are relative to other body parts at all times. So you need constant input. So you need slowly adapting receptors. So that's an example. Okay, things like touch may not be so critical. You need to register that, hey, I just bumped into this thing, or hey, I just knocked this glass off. But, you know, kind of once that's happened, it's no big deal. Or I put my clothes on, they can go ahead and adapt because that's not important information. Those are systems that need to register change. Okay, something where I need constant information is going to be, you know, the example would be proprioception. I need to know where my body parts are. Another slowly adapting system is your pain receptors. Now, why would that be? What's the functional value of having a slowly adapting pain receptor system?
To keep you from getting hurt. You can't really get used to pain.
Right. So you can't get used to pain. What were you going to say?
So you know if your body's in danger?
Right. So usually painful situations are bad for your body. I mean, I think pretty much we can all agree on that. And so you want a system that is going to be continually reminding you, like, hey, this is not good, get me out of here. I mean, usually your response to pain, if you have the choice, is to get out of that situation. Okay? Otherwise, if you continue in a situation where you're in pain, that's going to damage your body. Okay? That's not a good survival strategy. So you have a system that is going to continually give you information about pain. Okay? It slows down its rate of providing you information, but it just doesn't go away. Okay? I mean, it's going to be like, hey, buddy, come on, get me out of here. So it's a good system to have a slowly adapting set of sensory receptors.